Hello! Welcome to my next Let's Play. This is the Final Fantasy IV Complete Collection on the PSP. If you were wondering where Final Fantasy III is at after watching my playthrough of 1 and 2, first, no one ever said I was going to play these in order. Also, I do not care for Final Fantasy III. I'm sure that's going to make, like, the one fan that's got really mad. I don't really like it, and I don't own any pixel remasters, and that's probably the only way I will ever play it, because I'm not going to do that final dungeon without being able to save anywhere, or save states, or whatever, because that is a slog. I'm not going to go into why I don't particularly like it, but I don't particularly like it. The final dungeon is awful. It's like 5 final dungeons stitched together with like no shortcuts or stops or whatever, but anyways. This is Final Fantasy IV, or Final Fantasy II on the Super Nintendo, which is incorrect at this point. So I think I need to spend a little bit of time explaining why I picked this version out of the like 20 others. The main one, right off the bat, is this has the base game, Interlude, and After Years all in one spot. I don't know off the top of my head if Interlude is anywhere else. It might be. The only other place I'm aware of to play After Years is on the GBA. And I am not going to play Final Fantasy IV on the GBA. I will get to that version in a second. The original Super Nintendo version is either the easy type that came out in America, and I don't want to play that. I don't want to play the original Japanese version. If I'm going to do that, I might as well play any version after that. There's also a PS1 version. I owned Final Fantasy Chronicles, which had Final Fantasy IV and Chrono Trigger. I don't know why I did this. As soon as I got this, I popped both discs in my PlayStation 1, watched the opening movies, and then never touched them again. I genuinely don't know why I did that. Both of them are good games, so whatever else I was playing at the time seemed more important. I don't know. And the GBA version is an absolute mess. There's a stutter in the game every so often. I don't know if it's fixed or random, but it's not important. There's a stutter that happens, and when this happens in battle, like you'll select your action, and you'll perform it, and if the stutter happens within whatever frame, it does not consume your ATB, so you just immediately take another turn. While this sounds fantastic, this also happens with the enemies. The enemies get this too. You don't see their ATB gauges, but they have it. But yeah. Also, the PlayStation 1 version, that would probably be nice if I actually ever got around to playing that. But that has loading times. And while yes, this is on a disc, this is a much faster disc system. And also, I have done the data install, so it will be faster than that. Like, it's not just loading between areas; it's loading every single combat, loading back to the map. So that's pretty slow. There's also the 3D version. The 3D version is look into here. The 3D version is actually no. Let's go back. Something I want to. The 3D version is basically a completely different game with the same story. It is mechanically very different. That would just be a whole different thing to play through. I don't know if I'll ever play that separately, but I feel like that's different enough that it would warrant a different playthrough. I don't know why we got an After Years opening. I'm debating if I want to cut it out and put in the Final Fantasy IV opening movie. I don't know off the top of my head if this is the one from the PlayStation 1 version or if this is new for this. But I feel like that's spoilers to the base game. I don't know if it's random. Of all the times I have loaded this up, I have only ever seen the After Years opening movie. So if it's random, I'm just really unlucky. So I'm going to play this, and I might swap this in instead of the After Years opening when I actually edit this video. So let's start this. Alright, there we go. I would just skip to this point, I suppose, if I end up putting that at the beginning, which I may. There's a very good chance that I will, because again, the After Years opening is a bit of a spoiler. I don't remember what the PlayStation 1 opening looked like, but if that's the same one, they definitely re-rendered it. I think it's new for the collection, though. Anyways, we're going to start this game. This is actually the second time I have recorded this. I did not have any problems playing through this the first time I recorded it. I actually had problems with OBS and my editing software, so that's fantastic. Ended up having to update like everything on my computer. That's fantastic. All because OBS updated and it changed something with audio settings, and then the editor um, didn't like it, and it was a whole mess. Nope, we don't need to. Okay. Anyways, let's start. Captain, we will arrive in Baron shortly. Very well. The captain seems kinda down. After what we did, who wouldn't be? Orders are orders, but killing innocent people to get the crystals isn't right. The Red Wings are supposed to protect people, not harm them. That's enough. But Captain, surely you don't condone what we've done. All of you, listen well. The raid on Mysidia was imperative. For Baron to prosper, we need the crystal's power. The king and his council concluded that the Mysidians knew too much about the crystals. We're the king's Red Wings. We cannot defy his orders. Captain. Captain, monsters sighted dead ahead. Prepare for battle. I don't have control over these fights. Ugh. Are you alright? We've got more hostiles. Damnation. Any losses? All accounted for, sir. We've been encountering a surprising number of monsters lately. Could this be some kind of punishment from the gods? Captain, we are now over Baron. Very well, prepare for landing. Well done. So the crystal is now ours. The Mysidians put up no resistance. In fact, they were completely helpless. Is this pity I perceive? Come, Captain. His Majesty awaits. If you'll excuse me, Captain, I must speak with His Majesty in private. Please wait here. Your Majesty, I'm afraid Cecil can no longer be trusted. He clearly questions your authority. I suspected as much. It matters not as long as I obtain the crystals. Send him in. Yes, Your Majesty. Captain, His Majesty summons you. The Kingdom of Baron hails your return. May I have the crystal? Yes, Your Majesty. Handed over the water crystal. So this is the crystal. What splendor. You are dismissed. You are dismissed, Cecil. Your Majesty. Yes? What is it, Captain? Your Majesty, forgive me, but what are your intentions? My men are confused and displeased. And you? Do you question my command? No, I only ask. Silence. Dissension only leads to treason, and that I will not tolerate. I hereby relieve you of your command of the Red Wings. Your Majesty. Instead, I charge you with another duty. Slay the Eidolon that infest Mist Valley, and deliver this carnelian signet to the village of Mist. You leave tomorrow at first light. Your Majesty, I beg you to reconsider. Cecil has done no wrong. You insolent cur, how dare you barge in here? If you are so concerned about him, you may share his fate. Take the ring and be gone from my sight, both of you. Received Carnelian Signet. Your Majesty. I'm sorry, Kain. Once we have completed the mission, the king is bound to forgive us both. You will rejoin the Red Wings in no time. Get some rest. Leave tomorrow's preparations to me. Okay, now I have control. Oh, we can't have this. There we go. Both are fine, actually. We'll leave that on. Right. Okay, so battle order will let us change characters, so we don't have to give a character a command to move on to the next. Alright, so there's like nothing. We can assign something to the L button. Okay. Set it to what? That just turns it on and that... whatever. That's much better. What's wrong? I'm sorry to have dragged you into this. My actions are my own. They are not your responsibility. I mastered the Dark Sword at His Majesty's orders, but it was to protect Baron, not to plunder. Don't torture yourself over orders. Surely the king has his reasons. I envy you, Kain. I envy the path you chose. Oh, I suppose I could have attained a higher rank had I become a Dark Knight like you. But my father, who passed away when I was still young, was a dragoon. I felt that I might keep some sort of connection to him if I became a dragoon as well. I didn't mean to bore you with my stories, I only mean to tell you not to overthink things. If you are lost in dark thought, then I'll be the one to steal your prey and slay that Eidolon tomorrow. Oh really? I won't be standing idly on the sidelines. That's more like it. We should get some rest. We rise early tomorrow. Surely nothing could stop the combined might of our Master Kain and Sir Cecil of the Red Wings. Mist Valley is northwest of Baron. It's best to suppress any disloyal thoughts if you wish to survive these times. I've heard rather disturbing rumors regarding the king lately. Whatever others may say, I trust the king. His Majesty is acting very strange lately. Okay, I know this game has like hidden paths, although I don't think there's any in here. I think on the Super Nintendo version there's like a vague discoloration where they're at. I do not know about this version, so I guess we'll see. I'm on duty, leave me alone. I heard you got the crystal from Mysidia. Yeah, okay, conversation over. Sleep. Heh, sweet dreams, pal. Huh? Was it? You're not sleepy at all? Well, heck, what did I do wrong? We're diligently working to develop more spells for actual combat. Okay. Anything in the pots? No. Basic spells like Fire and Blizzard aren't powerful enough against mini monsters. I seem to remember hearing about more potent spells, but... Rosa became a white mage for you, Cecil, to help you in any way she could. Please don't worry her too much. The king is brimming with vigor these days. I find it somewhat unnatural. And nothing in these pots. I'm currently studying basic white magic. The 4 levels of cure spells are Cure, Cura, Curaga, and Curaja. Right then. You're free to take the items from the storage room to help you with your mission. Press the switch on the wall to open the door. Actually did not remember being able to get these now. 480 gil. Which I think is... yeah, that's actually all the money we get. Alright then. Baron's sacred treasures rest within these walls. Access to the chamber is forbidden. We have to pull another all-nighter today. I'm so tired. Oh, don't tell the boss that I was grousing. Have you seen Master Sid? He ordered us to service the airships. Then just up and disappeared. This tower is off limits. Okay. All is well, sir. A foreboding air surrounds the castle of late. Oh, I actually have to pull this thing. Okay, neat. Cecil. Thank goodness you're alright. I was so worried. You left on such short notice. We're fine. I wish I could say the same for the Mysidians we slaughtered. Cecil. I'll visit you later, okay? Very well. Okay, we got a prison here. We've locked up the Mysidian mages who opposed us, sir. You can talk to them through the doors. You have to get close enough. I do not expect you to spare us, but please return the crystal to Mysidia. I'm not going to wait for the others. Probably a similar message. Well, well, well. Look who's back unscathed. Rosa was worried sick about you. Don't you ever worry her like that again, you hear? So, how are my airships? I'll bet you and your goons wrecked them up something awful. Hey, what's the matter with you, kiddo? The truth is... What? The king demoted you? What about the Red Wings? They'll be a mess without you. What's come over the king? He's been acting peculiar. I don't build my airships so that they can be used to slaughter people. The whole town is beginning to talk, you know. Cecil, be careful out there. Make short work of that mission and get back safe. Boy, I have to start heading home or my daughter is going to kill me. Ow, my arms broke. Captain. I don't want to know what he's dreaming about. We'll just eat and laugh and try to forget about Mysidia. So much for the Red Wings' honor. I still can't believe what we did. Yeah, nothing else up here? Okay. I think this is our tower. And still nothing in pots. I've changed your sheets, sir. I hear you are to depart early tomorrow morning. Good night. Alright then. Nothing in our chamber pot. What's happened to the king? He covets the crystals like a man possessed. And he'll resort to any means to get them. Nevertheless, I can't defy him. How could I cross the man who raised Kain and me like his very own? The chivalrous knight whom I have adored and admired since childhood. I will not betray him. I can't. Cecil. What's going on? You just returned from Mysidia, and now you must journey afar to battle this Eidolon? It's not normal for you to be given such an order. Everything's fine. Cecil, look at me. In a city, we killed innocent people to steal their crystal. It was horrible. I suppose this is my fate as a Dark Knight. Soon I won't even feel remorse for my actions. You and I both know that would never happen. So I should feel guilt but still never dare defy my king? I'm a hopeless coward. The Cecil I know would never whimper like this. The Cecil I love. You leave for Mist early tomorrow, right? Yes, but you needn't worry. Kain is coming too. I'll be fine. Trust me. Please come back to me in one piece. Thank you, Rosa. But you know that I am a Dark Knight, and the two of us can never... So, are you ready for some real combat? Always. Then lead the way. And so, the Dark Knight Cecil was stripped of his command as the captain of the Red Wings. He and the Master Dragoon Kain head toward the Dark Valley for the Village of Mist. The advent of the airship marked the realization of Baron's dreams, but also the birth of his militarism. With its Royal Air Force Red Wings, Baron soon reigned supreme. Now as monsters multiply and stir unrest, Baron only exploits its power to collect the world's crystals. Why? The crystals silently shed their light. Right. Now we have access to the overworld. We are not looking too great for what should be level 10. Kain is a Dragoon with some iron equipment, and he can jump. Cecil is a Dark Knight with dark equipment, and he has darkness. I don't particularly care for darkness, but we will probably be using it a fair bit early on. So I think I have a little bit of time to explore the town. We have only the money we found in that chest. Let's buy some potions, and hopefully don't need that. Don't know if I need... That was a lot more than I intended to spend on antidotes. Alright then. If you're journeying far, you mustn't forget to bring potions, antidotes, and tents along. Should have a... Yeah, I got a free tent. And it didn't stack the potions. Nothing in the pots. Hey, a free potion. Don't need the inn. Hey, a potion. Dancers wanted. Looking for cute, talented dancers. Interested parties apply within. The management. Hey, are you a bad guy? You sure look like one. Wow. I did not expect that to actually work. Eye drop. Tent. Gnomish bread. Bread with the same effect as sight. I think sight shows you the world map. Sir Cecil of the Red Wings, I haven't done anything wrong. I'm a good citizen. I pay my taxes. A fee? You're a Dark Knight. I cannot take money from someone of your status. I did not expect that to open. But that's also not what I expected to be in there, so it's fine that it opened, I guess. It's not really that good of stuff. Wish to go to Mist Valley? You must head to the cavern northwest of Baron. The king is gravely mistaken in ordering his men to master the Dark Sword. I don't know why I expected this to be solid. This is locked. think... Maybe not here, but I think some bushes and pretty much anything that can stop us from moving in towns could potentially have an item. Cecil, can you tell my father to stop pulling all-nighters? He doesn't listen to me anymore, and he's been arguing a lot with the townspeople too. Just because they're always bad-mouthing the king and the soldiers. Ow, ow, ow. Zzz, I did it. I built a new engine. Zzz. Can I go in here? I did not go in here. The Devil's Road leads to Mysidia, but it has remained closed since the Mysidians sealed their end. Baron once actively traded with Mysidia via this path, but it is no longer in use. The stairs lead to the training classroom. The path is sealed and cannot be used. I'm not going to talk to everyone in here. This is tutorial place. This is Naming Way. He will let you rename any character. I am content with everyone's names. I didn't see that, but I'm pretty sure it was a potion. I sense that something bad will happen if the mist is attacked. Beware the mist. Okay, Freddy foreshadowing. I hear the king and you boys are up to no good these days. Whatever it is you're all doing, keep Rosa out of it, you hear? Of course she gets in the way of the pot. And it's empty. Ow, ow, ow. We don't have any money for stuff in here, but I'm pretty sure... Oh, it's closed. It's locked. Okay, never mind. We don't have the money for equipment anyways. I can't stop thinking about Dark Knights. They're scary, and by scary, I mean totally awesome. Okay. No, I didn't spread any bad rumors about the king, really. I'll show you something neat in return. You keep your mouth shut. Alright then. Can get in the water. We can go down the waterfall. Don't ask how that works. If anything gets in our way in the water, then that means there's an item there. Like right here. Free 10. A bronze hourglass. I'll probably just sell that. I think that's slow or stop. Stop. Okay. I'm not typically too fond of that kind of item. Like a single-use status effect. They often just miss. The building over yonder on the west side leads to an ancient waterway that goes all the way to the castle. But I reckon it's always locked. It is in fact locked. And we can go through the forest here. This is basically a secret path. And a gold needle. I'll probably be doing this maneuver in towns a lot. Because I don't know where all the items are at. Phoenix down. Always good to get a free Phoenix down. And a second one. I don't know why these are stacking, but the potions didn't when I bought them from the shop. Alright, but I'm going to stop here. Normally I would probably do some grinding at this point. Corrupt. Sure. I don't have a save. Okay. Okay. I don't have a save. What are you talking about? Alright. So normally I would do a little bit of grinding before I went into the cave, but honest, you don't need to, you don't have to. I would just do it for safety, but I don't think I'm going to bother doing that this time. But yeah, I'm going to stop here. We're going to go through the Valley of Mist, which is actually a cave. But anyways, we'll do that next time. That's it for this part. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you stick around for more, and thanks for watching.